Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Hey, Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
Yep.
Today is Monday, April 22nd. It is 70 degrees.
Fahrenheit. But you kind of would know that because if it was Celsius, we'd be dead.
True story. Hot. It's hot.
No, it's warm.
It's warm.
Jump it up by 20, then I agree with you. So in Ohio, give it a week.
Right?
And then I'll go back to 32.
Thursday it was dang near 80. Holy Thursday it was dang near 80.
And then it was in the 40s. Like,
And then it was like, yeah, it was like 40s for Good Friday and Saturday and...
it was
Sunday
43 degrees on my drive to work.
Sunday was 50 something. It was cold. Good times. So, if you celebrate Passover, we hope you had a wonderful, blessed Passover. If you celebrate Easter, we hope you had a happy Easter. If you celebrated nothing, we hope you had a good weekend.
I know, we had fun with plastic eggs filled with candy.
Yes. So, call me run a mill.
I want you as close as possible to deal with
I
me.
have a director now.
No, you're the director. You're the woman in the relationship. I am going to die for that comment.
We would like to send out heartfelt condolences and well wishes to the people of Sri Lanka after yesterday's Easter morning attacks. Very coordinated, very intentional. Almost 300 casualties as of today. The pictures are horrific, and I have said it before and I will say it again, nobody should feel scared to go and worship in their building of worship, whatever it is.
May I go on a rant?
This world has gone buck crazy.
May I go on a rant?
Sure.
I really hate the fact that keep going, it might be Islamic terrorists. No, they're terrorists.
They're terrorists.
They're not Islamic.
I don't care what religion they want to hide under. They're terrorists. Because somebody who's going to hate is going to look for something to give them a reason to hate. You can call it whatever you want. Somebody who wants to hate is going to find themselves a reason to hate. But enough of that. Comments from last week. We didn't have a lot of comments last week, but then again, I realized we didn't ask a question. So,
Whoopsie.
oops. My bad. You're not feeling Flosstube if you don't forget something. Lynn wanted to know where my Tuxedo Tux bags were from. I got them on 123 Stitch. I'm pretty sure Yarn Tree is the distributor on that because that's Yarn Tree and 123 Stitch is the only other places I have seen them. I know there are a couple of small online LNSs that have them. I'll link 123 Stitch in the box below. Hi, Jerkweed.
Somebody was rude to the dog.
She was also talking about how it is definitely storm season for them. It's storm season for us. Actually, we were talking about this yesterday when I messaged my mom last Sunday about the tornado. And I was like, yeah, tell Dad to pop his lawn chair. Because when I was a kid, my mom there was a tornado, there was a storm with tornadoes, confirmed tornadoes in them, passing our area. My mom had my brother and I in the bathtub. My dad was in a lawn chair on the front porch. We are hillbillies.
Okay, Amber Marie. Get on the ball, Joe.
Get your stitching on. Her bug is missing too, though.
Her bug is missing. You know what? What's the middle point between Ohio and Arizona? Maybe they met up. They're having a bug convention.
Something like Oklahoma or something like that. Missouri, maybe. Heather? I need more water. Hi, Heather.
Hi. Wait, I'm gonna be a dork. You're gonna be mad at me. Hi, Heather.
Heather said, "Go Blue Jackets!" Woohoo! We are on to the second round, buddy.
All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Who are the Blue Jackets?"
And suddenly, everybody in Ohio is a hockey fan.
And those that are hockey fans are going, "We have something to root for."
Those of us who have been here for the long haul are going, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." Tomorrow night, the Maple Leafs play the Bruins. And the winner of that game, because that's Game 7 of their series,
has the privilege of getting their butts kicked by the CBJ. Get privilege of getting their butts whooped.
It could go either way for us.
I plan on just going into it with a positive attitude.
I'm going into it with a positive attitude. We stand a pretty solid chance against either one of those teams because our season record on them is pretty good. So,
plus, there's also the fact that I'm pretty sure we have an intimidation factor going right now.
Yeah, they held open practice today. So they held a scrimmage practice today in Columbus at Nationwide Arena. 5,500 people showed up on a Monday to watch a practice. Game on.
Emotional support, go!
Game on. The Monsters are in the playoffs, so Columbus's AHL team is the Cleveland Monsters. They're right there. Not like right there, but you know.
I should think it's that way.
It's kind of that-ish way. Anyways.
It's that way.
We could go to games if I ever got off my butt and bought tickets.
Well, time sucks.
Yes, we're busy people too. AHL generally tends to play weekends.
We usually have to miss church.
Yeah. So, they're in their playoffs. They have won. So, first round AHL playoff is a best of 5. The Monsters have won 2 of the 5 games against the Syracuse Crunch, who just so happens to be the farm team for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
A double shutout for both the
I just think that's hilarious.
And the NHL team. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Tampa Bay is just going to go into a corner and cry.
So that's my hockey letter for the week. Heather liked your hat last week. She liked your hat.
There's one line from a Nickelback song that kind of defines me. What is on Joe's head?
She was Team Wiseman for stitching for Holy Week. I didn't stitch on Team Wiseman. But she said Peace on Earth would count for the guild thing. She said Peace on Earth would have counted for the guild thing.
I know,
but I picked something else out to stitch for the guild challenge. I don't know if I have my book. Oh, I do. No, I don't. I don't know where my book's at. So, part of the Needlework Guild, I think it's July, we have to have our pieces submitted by... I need to ask Heather if they have to be FFO'd. Heather, do they have to be FFO'd? So, we have to submit pieces in... We got paint chips with 4 different color options on them. The challenge is called Where the Chips May Fall, or something like that. And you got your paint chip and you have to stitch something that has one of the colors in the paint chip palette. You could do a do-over if you drew something you absolutely hated. Someone chose a do-over because his first paint palette was purple.
Purplish, almost pinky. It was like, take all of the color options I don't like and let's mash them into 4 little squares. And they were all close together. It was just purple to pastel purple with a little pink in it. I was like, what did I do to you, Lord? I think I would have been happy with that pink versus what that was. Same mutual.
So here we drew. And you got greens. And I got reds, like brownish reds. Anyways. When I get that far, I'll show you. Okay, we need a question for the week. Do you do stitching challenges? Do you participate in stitching, like whether they be online or in guild, or I know a couple of years ago I did a piece I stitched a piece that I took pictures of and submitted to the San Francisco School of Needlework for like a little challenge thing. They put all the pictures up. So do you stitch stitching challenges like that?
I've done one, and I'm currently stitching it.
Yes. The Facebook group that I run does monthly theme challenges, I guess you would call them. I don't know. I put up events, random days of the month for colors and flowers and what other random holidays I can find.
Can I make a suggestion for one? It needs to have lasers. You know what? I know what I'm doing for my birthday, Sal.
I'm guessing I probably don't have something that fits it.
Actually, if you can actually, there's a very simple way you could do it. Do you have a light source?
Mm-hmm.
That's all a laser is. It's a combined light source.
So, the way the stitching challenges in my group works is whatever month it is, so it's April. So we have the birthstone color, whatever the flower of the month is, whatever, I think each month has a color associated with it. There's something else, and I can't remember what it is now. But there was like 4 things that I found that are associated with each month as far as birth month. So I kind of pick those, and then I go through, I have a website, and I pick some bizarre holidays, usually one every week. So there's generally 2 themed things a week. I plop the birth, whatever, of the week, a few days apart from whatever random holiday I pick. One month it was Squirrel Appreciation Day. Give me something with a squirrel.
Can I just stitch something that's completely random?
And generally, my disclaimer is, make it random.
No, literally, that's what we say when we're being random. Squirrel.
Yes.
So I would literally do random bits of a pattern and go, squirrel!
You can either take it for its literal term, or you can be as random as possible.
Actually, I think I know what I did for the stitch along, but I'll talk to you about it. I had an idea.
Okay.
Or you mention it now. Thank you.
It's not plans yet.
Okay. I'm just thinking. You know my brain doesn't work on it once.
That's why we see smoke.
I'm sorry, it's that high-powered of an engine.
So do you do stitching challenges?
And do you like them?
And if you don't like them, why do you do them?
Because we decided to join a guild.
You don't have to do the challenges.
Hey, there are some people who like doing challenges, and there are some people who feel like they have to. Or some people get like, I like doing this group's challenge, but once a year they have a crappy challenge.
I forget what the second challenge of the year is.
I think we're skipping that one.
I think that's one I'm not doing. And I think I decided on the paint chip challenge one, if I could find something that would work, I was going to do it, and I found something small enough that works. So thus concludes comments. Whips! No finishes. I thought I might have a finish, but it didn't happen. Are you ready?
Yep. Okay. I am doing my, I guess it's a stitching challenge.
You're doing your stitch challenge piece.
I'm doing, oh, that's interesting. Look at the eat upside down. Where is it? There we go. I'm doing this. See? It's a D20.
So here's stitching a D20. It was the free pattern from Daily Cross Stitch 2 weekends ago, I think.
And I'm using a dyed by the Slovak farmed organic explosion piece of fabric.
We call that hand dyed by the Slovak Farm in the colorway. Aw, crap!
Yeah, and if you're wondering, I actually thought it was awesome because if you look at like this dice here, you see how it has the yellow with the blue. It looks a lot like this. This actually looks like what they use to make dice. So I thought it would make an awesome piece. And she was like, "Oh, I get to use it!" And I'd like to introduce you to one of the first bags the Slovak Farm ever made, years before there was a Slovak Farm. She made me a dice bag. I love my wife.
I love you, Annie.
Oh, and if anyone wants a dice bag, I think she remembers how to do it.
I think I have improved the process.
Oh, nah, we'll say that. We'll tell you that part when it's a finish.
Yes, we'll save that for after. I stitched on a lot of things this week, people. I stitched on a lot of things this week. So, we will start with the daily stitching.
I help.
We will start with my daily stitching. DesignWorks Life's Moments.
So basically, you can say that your daily life.
It's my daily life. I'm stitching on this an hour a day, usually at the beginning of my work day, before I have kids. This morning I got a lot of stitching time done because I didn't have any kids till 8 o'clock. I had one baby today at work. It was glorious.
Yeah, because you didn't worry about arguing for attention.
And I left at like 12:45 because she went home at 12:30 for a doctor's appointment. My boss is like, well, might as well just go home then. I don't need her for a half hour. Peace.
And Laura's thoughts. Hallelujah.
So, I actually did get pretty significant progress done on the flower. I think there's one more color in here that I had to put in, then I can backstitch quite a few petals. I was stitching on this Thursday night on Virtual Stitchers, and guess what I did? I dropped my highlighter on it. I was surprisingly calm. You can ask the ladies who were stitching with me on Virtual Stitchers. I was amazingly calm.
I believe me and I was actually there, I believe, at the time. I think
You were standing there. I was like, oh, crap, I dropped the highlighter on it.
And I believe my exact response was, thank God it wasn't a Sharpie.
Yeah. No panic, though. Because as you can tell, it was in here. As you can tell, I was able to wash it out that night. It needed a good bath anyways, so, and I knew...
It looks pretty.
I knew, like, it's on white fabric. I know the threads are color fast, because they're not colors that are, you know, notorious for running. I wasn't really panicked about it. So, there we go.
Delilah, please do not draw on a bung to the cat.
So that's Life's Moments in my Slovak Farm bag.
I don't know what the heck that bag came from.
That
the
was
clear checker thingy.
Oh, that was off of Amazon.
So it's an Amazon bag that we randomly picked up.
You can buy them kind of anywhere. So, this bag is not a Slovak Farm bag. This is a Lucy Beam bag. But it's farm. It's got a farmhouse and a red barn and a red tractor.
It is the appropriate color tractor.
And I just love the interior fabric.
May I?
It is red chicken
I
wire.
don't think I've seen it.
It's red chicken wire.
Is that where you keep your bug all tied up in the cage?
Yep. I put some stitches in on this project here. My flower clock. Lots of people have complimented me on this. Can't help you finding it. I tried last night. This pattern is probably about 4 or 5 years old. Well, it's a kit, but...
I'm just looking forward to when you get done with it.
That is in the correct orientation. Why?
So I'm going to have fun.
Why?
I'm going to build you a clock and put it in there.
So I'm working on the middle of the 3 panels. This is a Stitch 9 piece, so is Life's Moments. I got this flower, this leaf, and this vinage done. So there's another partial flower up here and some vinage up here, and it's done. I'm thinking, depending on how I'm feeling stitching, I can have this finished by the end of the month.
Yay!
Because this
So you haven't done it in a week?
literally took me 2 days. It is done on 11 count with 3 strands, so it is big stitches. But I just think it's really cool looking. And only one of the panels is my Stitch 9 challenge. One of the panels is done. This panel's in my Stitch 9. Okay.
Clobber you.
In my large BFF bags and pouches bag. Is that interior fabric? It's fabulous.
It's fabulous!
If I could find this fabric, I'd make some of my own bags, but I can't. Primitive Hairs, Beauty and the Beast. We're filling in Belle. And as you can tell, I was stitching before we started filming. So, when I get tired of mindless fill-in, we'll work on the flower clock. Let me loosen the top.
Excuse me.
And show you, her face is all done. So her hair's done, her face is done. Her face is charted without features. So Primitive Hairs Fairy Tale patterns are charted without features. There has been some debate about whether or not we like that.
Secondary question. Do you think she should put a face on her?
I mean, I can always backstitch a face if it looks really creepy when I get it all done. So. She's very this pattern is very color blocky. So, this is good when I want something that's kind of not super pay attention-y.
You mean while you're watching a baseball,
while I'm
hockey
watching
game?
Hockey. Baseball, depending on the game. And finally, I told you I stitched on a lot. In my medium BFF bags and pouches. I got this in all 3 sizes available. Because I like the fabric. And it was before I started making my own bags. I worked on my Kirshner's Buffalo Plaid Silhouettes kit that Andrea gave me for Christmas. I really thought I would have this Beast Boy finished. I didn't even finish the thread last night. I really thought I would have him done yesterday. You can't see that very well. Hold on. Hold, please. There. So. Just some fill-in here on him. And he'll be a finish. He'll be done by the end of the month. I will have at least one finish before the end of April. My goal is at least one finish per month. So, that's it for whips. Haul, y'all! Take 2! I didn't have everything within arm reach.
You are not Inspector Gadget.
Nope.
Or Stretch Armstrong.
Paper Pumpkin got here last week. This month's Paper Pumpkin's really cool. I know, you guys are like, this is not stitching. But if you're on my card list, you might get one of these cards. That image is all stamped. They're called distinctive stamps, so they're very photo-like. A little bit nervous to play with the stamps, but very cool. So, Paper Pumpkin came. And
Oh, we gonna play our favorite game.
it's time for your favorite game and his. Victorian motto threads came. Nancy posted on her blog, I think it was on her blog, but she's got so many people in Floss Club now. She bills on the 1st, give her till the 15th to ship them out. Nancy is pretty efficient. I mean, you order something, she bills you, you pay it, it ships. I ordered this. I didn't. We'll start with these because I didn't hide the names on these. I ordered the 3-pack of Americana threads Thursday. I think it was Thursday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday, and I want to say it was Thursday, and it was here Saturday.
You're fine. She boo.
Okay. So we have 3-pack of Americana. Want to take a guess at what those colors are, darling?
Red, white, and blue. Probably American red, American white, and American blue.
Got the red right. It's Americana red. And it is that flag red. If you were doing One Nation, this would be... If I were stitching One Nation, that giant flag pattern, which, by the way, I've considered, with all the states' names on it, this would be my color palette. I would buy 2 of these 3-packs, and this would be my color palette. Americana red, Prim Flag blue. Does this have it? Yeah, it has a DMC 336. I love this blue.
Let me guess. Bald eagle white?
No. Primitive stripes.
Actually, white is one of the hardest things to get. There's nothing primitive about it.
This is an amazing red, white, and blue color palette. Can I just say?
Yeah, because it's actually red, white, and blue.
I mean, it is. She has a bigger set of red, white, and blue American patriotic set. That's lots of red, whites, and blues. And as pretty as they are, the basic trio did it for me.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes when you get out the next ones in case you decide to show more names.
I covered these. I didn't cover those.
Theme?
There's no theme. And I don't remember the names of these.
It's a cross between cotton candy and punk rock or pink. Looks like kind of like a hot pink.
Soft petunia. Do you know what a petunia is?
Some kind of a flowering plant.
It's a flower. It's a nice reddy orange.
I know smoke comes out of my ears. It looks like red to me. Rose red? No, that'd be deeper if it was rose red.
Firehouse red.
That's not what I think when I think of a firehouse. Has to have a little bit more darker tone to it. When I think of red, there's...
It is kind of fire truck red.
Yeah.
So.
Fire truck, but firehouse, that's more bricky to me. More brownish into it. Don't I have to look at it first? Oh, great. My favorite one. Random freaking green. Get off my lawn! Flower stem?
No.
Kind of figure, I'm guessing.
Green Caravan. It has DMC number of 905. Firehouse red is an 8 $17. So Petunia doesn't have one. A very nice, soft
Daisies.
yellow. Not daisies.
Tulips.
A golden yellow.
Sunflowers.
No.
There's a lot of yellow flowers out there, darn it.
Sunlit wheat field.
Uh,
That is a very wheat field.
in fall, it's spring. I didn't think red. I think green when I think of wheat fields at this time of year. Or brown, depending on whether or not the rain's red a bitch. Pardon my French?
If you're my dad, they're still mud.
Well, all those in Great Britain, tell me if I did this right. It's proper pink.
Proper pink. Little log wants in her spot. Summer carnation. The DMC is 603. And last but not least,
If you haven't noticed, I have a really hard time with these greens. Which I can't say what I'm thinking, because it might be considered rude.
it doesn't look like poop. It looks kind of like split pea soup though.
Actually, I was going to say the baby needs to go to the doctor. I'm actually trying to think. Avocado guts.
Not avocado guts.
Isn't that the color of avocado guts?
Close. Prim early green. This would be DMC 3364. Okay. That's Floss Club for the month. If I could afford it, I would get all 12 colors.
Why don't you?
If I could afford it, I would get all 12 limited edition and all 12 primitives.
Oh.
Can't afford it. Sick.
What's that one on the banister?
You've already, that's one from, hang on and I will get that far.
Excuse me. Sorry.
This is not one you need to guess because some very kind and fortunate soul granted me access to another skein of sleep potion for my silhouette for Ride Forth Singing.
Awesome.
They wish to remain anonymous.
Thank you, awesome people.
That's it for haul,
Y'all.
y'all. Plans.
Your specialty.
What does that mean?
You're the one who makes the plans. I couldn't make a plan if you gave me a step-by-step instruction sheet.
So clearly he has no plans.
I plan on finishing the 20-sided die.
This is where Stitch Mania plans is happening. So
I
if
was
you're here
making it
just
generally.
because you saw Stitch Mania in the title, sorry. You had to watch the whole thing. There is something wrong with me.
Yeah, she actually knows what the title is before she publishes it. Usually I get asked when she's about to hit submit.
True story.
Okay, so, what's up?
Stitch Mania plans. So, my original plan, sort of. I am only starting the Main Street series with an overhaul. The art gallery will be a barbershop. Bakery will be a bakery. The grocery store will be a grocery store. The bookstore will be a library. The gazebo will be gazebo.
Grabbing that without falling on my face or hitting the stand was a challenge.
The dress shop will actually be a general clothing store. There are stories to this. The coffee shop will become a 5 and dime. This actually may be up for debate.
I was going to say, what about the coffee? What, make it a little bit greenish and take it the one downtown?
Well, okay, so I'm going for some historical downtown Wellington vibe here. As I get into all of it, I will explain as I get into it with Stitch Mania. This 5 and dime may become a different store. If I can find the needed information to create that store, and there's a fantastic story to it. The cafe is being turned into Isley's, which was a cafe restaurant store. We're going, I think 60s in downtown Wellington, 50s, 60s. So the clothing store, which it's not going to be blue. The clothing store in Wellington at that era was called Herrick's Clothing Store. The Herrick that owned the Herrick's Clothing Store was my great-grandfather. So we're putting some historical Wellington spin on it. We're keeping the flower shop a flower shop. It's going to be a different color though. And we're keeping the post office. It's just going to be, everything's going to be a different color because most of downtown Wellington is, the second floor is going to be brick colors, and then the first floor will be the storefront colors. So, I have a very large piece of fabric. I have an assortment of flosses. To sort of start, I will be stitching on each pattern for 3 days. There's 10 patterns, so 3 days on each pattern, and then I'll switch, and that'll get me to the 30th. I need to pick a brown for the twig, but obviously I'm going to start with the top border. So I have my green picked out for that. It is a Victorian motto. These are my assortments for the bricks. I need to get a couple more of a couple colors when I go to Friday Night Stitch Night this week. And this is my fabric. I am doing it as one long.
Folding it in half and showing, this is half!
This is half. I am doing it as one long piece. It's not going to take the whole long piece of fabric. Obviously. This is way longer than it needs to be. But, when I cut it down to dye it, which I dyed this, hand dyed by the Slovak Farm. It's a pretty flat blue-gray. When I sat down to dye it, I just did the whole piece. I'll cut off the excess and go from there. The dog is throwing a conniption. So it is in my Slovak Farm bag. That's the inverse of Life's Moments bag. So then the 31st is the last day of Maynia.
I skipped a little. You might want to stop and start.
Last time I did it actually was okay.
Okay. Just so you know. I'll be back eventually.
So the 31st The dog is being a little bit grumpy. So the 31st...
Oh, attention! Something get it.
Oh, you look like a ragamuffin. We need to clip that hair, girlfriend. So the 31st, I was going to start the Shannon Christian bell that my friend Victoria sent me. And I was going through my pile of things. And I found my birthday present from 2017. From Andrea. I should probably stitch this. It is Brooks Books Belle. Was it called Belle? It's from the Fairy Tale Princess Dress Up series. It's the Belle one. Andrea got it for me. Got the beads for me. Feedback for me. I should probably stitch this. So I'm going to start that on the 31st of May. Hopefully I get some finishes before the end of the month, because I would like a few finishes before the end of the month. On to announcements. The 1952 Trouble never claimed this chart. Tried a couple times to get a hold of her. Didn't hear anything from her. There was only one other person that asked for it, so Monica, when I see you on Friday. Or Wednesday. I don't know when I'm going to see you, Monica. I'll give you this. Lynn was the only person who asked for the Celtic Nativity Cross. Lynn, I know I have your address because you sent it to me on Facebook Messenger. This week, we're giving away, it is a Dimensions kit. If I was in School of Magical Stitches, this would count for one of the year-long credits. Because one of the year-long credits is to stitch on a reproduction sampler or something that predates 2000. That's 1995, folks. But I'm not in School of Magical Stitches. It is Noah's Ark. It is a full kit. It even comes with, I think it's this fabric back here to back it. It is a full kit. It is unopened, so I'm assuming everything's in it. Needle. I know it's the thread and fabrics in it. And patterns in it. I'm assuming the needle's still in there.
Oh, well, they usually had that pretty good.
The dog just almost fell off the thing.
She didn't get on it to fall off it.
So, if you would like this kit, I don't even know what I paid for it. I bought it at a church garage sale. Please say I would like to stitch the Nativity. No.
I would like to stitch Noah.
I would like to stitch Noah. Or Noah's Ark.
Something!
I would like to stitch Noah's Ark. Because I'm a big dork.
You know, if you put "I'm a big dork" at the end of it, I will give you a smiley face. And she will hurt me.
It's not like I've got people banging down my door for my giveaways.
Well, that if people start spreading the message, you know, share, comment, telling people that there's a giveaway at the end of the video for something that might get through that weird thing you mentioned, they might actually start like.
That's the stash.
Don't hurt yourself.
Did I say welcome to any new subscribers?
Nope. Welcome new subscribers. Welcome back old subscribers. Laura needs to go lay down.
One of these days I will get it together and I will do it. No, I won't.
Stop falling.
I'll never have it together.
Yay, honey.
I will be a mess for the rest of my life.
Grab some floss, grab a needle, and stitch it back together again. I try to be funny. Try.
Okay. That's all we have for you today, folks. Please like, subscribe, share. Stalk me on social media. Now that I'm very good at posting on Instagram lately.
I barely post on Instagram, I ain't gonna lie.
I will make sure it's okay to link virtual stitchers, but I will, if it's okay, I will link virtual stitchers. So it's a Facebook group. You go in the Facebook group. They use Google Hangouts to video chat. There's usually somebody on every night. So, but I'm gonna make sure it's okay with the admins before I share the group, which I don't see why it wouldn't be. And that's it.
Okay.
That's it, people.
Bye.
See you next week. Is anything going on this week? Fun nights Friday night.
I give you.
But I hope you have a good week. We will see you next week.
Oh yeah, for giveaway. Don't say giveaway or any of those other words.
Yeah, you
You
know
know the
that.
deal.
You know that.
Okay, I need to get up so the dog can get her spot.
Bye.
Bye.